Hey, Adam here with a simple and fast review of the Phomemo brand inkless thermal printer. It is a wireless Bluetooth enabled printer that is meant for travel. As you can see, it's small, it's portable, and makes everything a little bit easier because you don't require paper or anything, or the traditional paper. It comes with a roll inside. So we're going to open it up. We're going to show you how it connects and how it works, and show you the results so we can decide whether or not it's worth buying. Let's get to it.
All right, so getting this thing open. Show you great packaging. Again, it's really light. It's a pound and a half, so 1.5 pounds. So it makes it super easy to travel with, and it just sounds like I just hit the power button. So I'm gonna see if I can hold that down and turn it back off. So it looks like it's a hold the button over here as we find that out. But first, before we get to that, I do recommend, there's a quick start guide in here that's going to kind of walk you through all the connections and everything like that, how to set up the paper and whatnot. And then of course you'll have a travel bag. Now inside this travel bag, I can feel the weight. We're going to have a couple things. All right, so I was a little confused, I'm not going to lie, about this because there are really two ways to do this. This charging cable, first of all, is a charging cable, but it's also for data transfer, meaning that you can connect it to your computer in order to print directly in case you don't feel like using the wireless Bluetooth capabilities. Now, they also give you a secondary cable where this is a USB receiver. So if for some reason your connection on your computer is USB-C, you'll be able to plug this one into the wireless printer, and then you'll connect these two and then be able to utilize a USB-C entrance. So there is some flexibility here, which makes it even better. So of course, travel bag, which is awesome, nice little felt soft bag for protection. So let's get this thing opened up and see how it works. All right, so let's just tear off the packaging here. And as mentioned, if you just hold down this power button, hopefully you can see that without glare, it will turn on and you'll be in business there. So a couple things. First, just want to show you what it looks like all around. That is your USB-C charging point and connection. On the back here, it will take you, it shows you how to kind of power on, power off, pull the paper out to get yourself ready. And then of course connecting to the internet, to a computer. You will need to connect using a specific address that is in your quick start guide, but it's also, and I'm trying not to have you go to the QR code, but the QR code is available there as well. And then of course all the customer support information. Looks like if you pop those two open, it'll show you the paper is in it, and it's already in a position that's ready. As you can tell, it is thermal. Something to note, there are 5 different sizes that you can utilize for this to print from. I'm just going to close it up, and once you close it up, that goes red when you pop it open, as you can see, and then close, it'll be green to show you that it's ready. And again, to power it off, you're just going to hold that down. But as mentioned, there's 5 different types of printing sizes that you can work with, and I'm not going to list them here, but they go from standard all the way down to a very small paper size. And I showed you the roll inside, so there are really 3 different roll type options. You can have something that just prints flat. You can print a bent page. Again, see your website for details on the different options. For me, I will be utilizing just this rolled paper, but you can work with a couple different types of paper as well. As mentioned, it's 1.5 pounds, which is really cool. I believe this is back entrance for one of the paper options. You can just slide regular paper through. Again, make sure it's approved, make sure it's the appropriate thermal paper, but it'll give you a flat versus a rolled paper. I'm pretty certain, and of course the paper will come out here. And what we'll do is connect it directly to Bluetooth, but 1.5 pounds makes it certainly very light and portable, which is awesome. And again, it's an inkless printer. It's a thermal printer, which we'll demonstrate here in just a moment. All right, so now to get yourself connected on your phone or your device, it works with Android, Apple. So whether it's your iPhone, your iPad, or your Android device, or even computer sometimes, you'll be able to just install this Phomemo app. And from there, once connected, you'll just start the connection process to allow all the things and connections to work. Once connected, it's going to ask what type of paper you use, and you'll go ahead and select and then move from there. And you can choose what kind of item that you want to print. And then you will need to upload the file to the app, that way it has access to it. So I'll just upload the file. There we go, a little information about the app. One of the things I have yet to mention, I've talked about it being inkless thermal printer. I've talked about the weight, talked about the built-in paper roll, 5 printing sizes, and the Bluetooth compatible, but I didn't talk about the battery. So I'm actually charging the battery right now, but it is a 2600 mAh rechargeable battery. That way you can take this thing and have it out for long periods. But now that I've got this thing loaded, we're going to go ahead and print. All right, so I cranked this up. You can adjust the font size, other settings, layouts, all that stuff, whether you want it horizontal or vertical. And then I'm just going to go ahead and print, and it's going to ask me kind of the thickness. I'm just going to say 1 copy, and we'll do medium thickness, and print. And it is saying that the printer is out of paper. And so once you actually look into this thing, you'll see that there's actually some tape on here. So best to kind of prep yourself before you get started. So you will need to remove the paper before you start printing. And as mentioned earlier, if you actually follow the instructions in the user manual, it will tell you to remove the protective paper right from the start. Pull out the paper roll and close the cover so that you'll be able to adjust this properly. So let me show you how that's done. So you're literally just going to be able to lift this right out because it kind of just sits in there. Obviously, once you have this set up, I'm going to just peel this tape off. And then once that's peeled off, you're going to want to load so that the paper is right about at the edge. And we're just going to want it right about at the edge. And we'll close it up, make sure the light's there. And let's get back to that printing process. All right, so we'll try and print this one more time. Different sound, as you can tell, and obviously the results are happening much cleaner, much easier. And so now this is the tricky part. You'll just need to, and I don't know if you can see it or not well, but there's some teeth in here that you can at least hear. And so kind of like pulling off, aluminum foil or what have you. You're just going to tear it off. Now, again, what you'll need to consider first is that the first print might have some of these markings. That's totally normal, totally acceptable. You'll figure out how you want to, again, this was a text doc, so you'll have to make sure that you, if you're using a Word doc or whatnot, and I'm intentionally crinkling this right now just to kind of show you how the paper works. You may need to adjust, your fonts and scroll through how you want to lay it out, all that stuff. This was just a text doc just to demonstrate it. Something else to consider is you'll see the crinkles in the paper, and you'll also see that it kind of rolls a little bit. That's to be expected. So there are different types of paper depending what you're looking for. But if you're looking for a very simple and fast and easy solution, again with a thermal print, nothing on the fingers, that's a wonderful solution for you. So to me, it's totally worth the investment here. I'm going to be using this in my car a lot for printing stuff on the go. And I just want to share with you, again, you know, some of the great capabilities that this has. Most importantly, it's super light. So I'm gonna just go fully charge this thing up and you know, just keep this in my car for whenever I need to print stuff. So hopefully this review helped you, and I see the value in it. Hopefully you see the value and think it's worth buying as well. Thanks for watching.